Asset protection is an essential skill. You need to hunker down and fortify your location from approaching hostiles in order to protect the asset. Force enemies to launch a ground assault by cutting lines of sight, eliminating their ability to target the asset from long range. Gain a tactical advantage by creating choke points and eliminate hostiles as they approach your location. A member of the SAS, Smoke, is equipped with remote gas grenades. Smoke's remote gas grenades are an effective deterrent to keep hostiles at bay.
Take a deep breath like a reflex. Make me wanna press pause, reset. I ain't throwing in the towel, I ain't beat yet. And I'm here for the cheese, the deep dish. We're just trying to get a piece. Reese is staring in the mirror and I'll show you what a beast is. Big face, no change, you can keep this. And I pen it all down like a thesis. Young and we bold, we glitter and gold. We talk to get money, put Benzes on chrome. Fuck the police, we won't do what we told. Transform, let me run it in the sandstorm. This show time to break your chain. Strike your match and set your flame. Point your gun and take your aim. It's time to blow. Let me hear you say. Every time I breathe in, I can feel it burn. We're taking over.
I'm a brain scientist, and as a brain scientist, I'm actually interested in how the brain learns. Video games lead to attention problem and greater distractibility. Okay, we know how to measure attention in the lab. I introduced a conflict between the word itself and its color. How good your attention is determines actually how fast you resolve that conflict. What we can show is that when you do this kind of task with people that play a lot of action games, they actually resolve the conflict faster. You all know about multitasking. Now, we can measure that kind of skills in the lab, but we design tasks on the computer where we can measure to the millisecond accuracy how good they are at switching from one task to another. When we do that, we actually find that people that play a lot of action games are really, really good. They switch really fast, very swiftly, they pay a very small cost. Now, I'd like you to remember that result and put it in the context of another group of technology users, a group which is actually much revered by society, which are people that engage in multimedia tasking. What is multimedia tasking? It's the fact that most of us, most of our children, are engaged into listening to music at the same time as they're doing search on the web, at the same time as they're chatting on Facebook with their friends. That's a multimedia tasker. There was a first study done by colleagues at Stanford, and that we replicated, that showed that those people that identify as being high multimedia tasker are absolutely abysmal at multitasking. When we measure them in the lab, they're really bad. By forcing you to play an action game, I can actually change your vision for the better. To do that, we need to go one more step. The one more step is to do training studies. So let me illustrate that step with a task which is called mental rotation. Mental rotation is a task where I'm going to ask you, and again you're going to do the task, to look at this shape, study it, it's a target shape, And I'm going to present you 4 different shapes. One of these 4 different shapes is actually a rotated version of this shape. I want you to tell me which one. The first one, second one, third one, or fourth one? Okay, I'll help you. Fourth one. One more. Get those brains working, come on. That's our target shape. Third, good. This is hard, right? What we do in these training studies is people come to the lab, they do tasks like this one. We then force them to play 10 hours of action games. They don't play 10 hours of action game in a row. They do distributed practice, so little shots of 40 minutes, several days over a period of 2 weeks. Then once they're done with their training, they come back a few days later and they're tested again on a similar type of mental rotation task. So this is work from a colleague in Toronto. What they showed is that initially, subjects perform where they're expected to perform given their age. After 2 weeks of training on action video games, they actually perform better. And the improvement is still there 5 months after having done the training.
Strike your match and set your flame. Point your gun and take your aim. It's time to blow. Let me hear you say. Every time I breathe in.